You know that we are more than cousins. We've shared a special bond since childhood. Our dads made sure of that. Whether we were riding go-karts in Delaware, visiting with family in South Jersey, literally rolling into Maine, shopping in New York, or anywhere we traveled, there was always an adventure. With that being said, our lives have been touched by each other. I will always treasure the memories, and I look forward to many more. Faith, thank you for being the younger sister, partner in crime, and best friend that my parents never gave me. Tom, I know you will take good care of Faith. We all see what a wonderful match you both are. I wish you both much happiness today and always. I know your marriage will be the beginning of many more adventures to come. Congratulations, guys. I love you both.
As maid of honor, I believe it's some sort of unspoken rule that I have to go out of my way to be mushy and make sure there isn't a dry eye in this place. I'm sorry, guys, I can't do it. I'm just way too funny. Before I get into what I'm sure will be a disaster of a speech, I would like to start by saying, Faith, you look gorgeous. Now, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Rachel, and for those of you who do, I'll have the usual, just put it next to my purse. I have known Faith for almost 4 years, and I'm so honored to be here today. Faith and I may have not been childhood friends. We never played dress up or imagined what our weddings would be like as little girls. We didn't go to school together and never braided each other's hair. We don't have any memories to speak of before 2011, but none of that matters because I feel like I've known you my whole life. We know more about each other than we probably care to, and that's because we can share anything without passing too much judgment. We have laughed together, we have cried together, we have inside jokes that only we find funny. Personally, I think we're hysterical, but that's why we're friends, because I don't think anyone else does. You're the best friend a girl could ask for. You have always been there for me, and I will always be there for you. I know our paths crossed for a reason, and I will forever be grateful. I don't know where I would be without my best friend, but I know that standing here today on your wedding day is where I'm supposed to be. Tom, as her husband, I understand that you are her best friend, and I'm willing to pass that torch because I know you make her happy, and I know that she loves you more than words can describe. And I also know that I will never have to worry about you taking my place as her shopping partner. If everyone can raise a glass now and join me in congratulating the very beautiful bride and handsome groom on the wedding day we have all been waiting so long for. Cheers.
I already screwed up and forgot my cards. Let me start off by thanking, there was a lot of effort that was put in today, and I want to thank Randy, Dan, Diane, Maynard. You guys did a great job. It has been amazing. Cheers to you guys. On the same note, Faith, I know you put a ton of time and energy into today. I will do my best to not screw it all up with this speech. All right? So, for those of you that don't know me, I am Cute Tom, or the obnoxious Tom, depending on which side of the family you're on. But either way, for some reason, Tom picked me as his best man, and why he did that, I could not tell you. He's a poor choice, personally. For the first year that Tom and I knew each other, I'm pretty sure he only knew me as the guy down the hall who ate a ton of Stromboli and played way too much World of Warcraft.
That sums it up.
Yeah, well, not that much World of Warcraft. I graduated from Drexel. So, that joke played way better than I thought it would. Anyways, so Tom and I really didn't get too close in college. It was more when he moved back out east that we were really good friends. And I don't talk about this too much with Tom, but when he moved back out east, I was in a tough spot. I didn't have a ton of friends. All those years of Stromboli and World of Warcraft were catching up to me. But anyways, so when I heard he was coming out, I called him right away, and I was ecstatic that he was coming, because my memory of Tom was that in college, he was the center of every party. He always had a cute girl like Faith around him, and he was really smart. He was an engineer student. Apparently the Stromboli made me a little delusional, but anyways, I really looked up to this guy. He was the man. I really liked him. And when he was coming out, I called him up and was like, hey, can I help you move and all that stuff? And the one memory I have from that phone call was that at the end of it, I realized he had no idea who I even was anymore. Not a clue. But for some reason, I guess he was as desperate for friends as I was, and he agreed to hang out with me, and so began the great adventures of Tom and Tom. And we've had plenty of adventures, including late night trips to Delaware, Mexican Thursday, and so on. But you know, we've grown a lot over that time. And while I now have 2 degrees, I think Tom has passed 1 or 2 classes somewhere. Wow. Oh, 4, I'm sorry. But still, you know, we've grown a lot. But the one thing that hasn't changed is I still look up to this man. He is the best friend anybody could ever ask for. He's the first person I call when I need someone to help me change my oil. He's the first person I call when I just need someone to have a beer with. He is all I could ever ask for. Now, I Googled how to give a good best man speech, and everywhere it said, keep it short. So I'm not gonna bore you with a lot of stories, but I do wanna tell one, and that's of Faith. I remember when I met Faith for the first time, she hated me. Hated me. It was horrendous. She pretty much thought I was the most sarcastic jerk she's ever met, and the only way I could communicate was through insults, which is pretty true. But I didn't really like Faith either. She was meek and quiet and didn't really say anything. But then we got a few drinks in her, and she's a lot more fun that way. And over the years, Faith and I have become very good friends as well. On more than one night, we have spent crying to each other about God knows what. Yes. And there's a reason I got a box of pink Franzia for my bridal party gift. Faith, I consider myself lucky. And beyond, there's no words to describe how I feel to have you as one of my best friends. Thank you. There are so many men in this room that could easily be up here giving this best man speech because there's so many great people in Tom and Faith's lives who deserve to be up here. And thank you for choosing me to spend this with you. It's an honor. You guys are great, and I don't want to take up a ton of time, so let's drink. Enjoy.
How about another round of applause for Rachel, Caitlin, and Tom on those excellent toasts. Family and friends, at this time, I'm just going to provide a minute or two to finish that first course, and like I promised, we're going to get up and have